Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana channel. In this episode, we'll go through the 12th Sutra of Sri Patnjali Yoga Sutra, and this Sutra is from the Vibhuti Pada. We will try to understand this a little more in detail. But before we go to the sutra, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Please go through the content completely without skipping the video and then post your comments in the comment box. Thank you. Now, the sutra is like this. Tataḥ, punaḥ, śāntoditau, tulya-pratyayau, cittasyaikāgratā-pariṇāmaḥ. Now, the meaning of this is when the impressions, when the mental content, they remain the same, when the mind is in śānta svabhava or subsiding, and when it is emerging, when it is udita, that is, it is same whether it is in the downward or upward state. That is called the transformation of the mind into one-pointedness, ekāgratā-pariṇāmaḥ. So now ekāgratā-pariṇāmaḥ, he is defining how it comes. So to put it simply, when the mind does not change its content, when the mind does not change its vision or whatever you call it, whether it is calm or active, that is true one-pointedness. That is where one-pointedness begins. This is the sutra. Now, there are certain key points. That is prasanta-vāhitā, quiet impressions, flow of peace. Then sarvārthatā ekagrata, distractions, reduced distractions, one-pointedness increases. These are all previous verses, 9th verse and 11th verse. The 12th verse, it continues. Mind remains steady whether it is subsiding or arising. This is step by step. Prasanta-vāhitā, quiet impressions. Ekagrata, sarvārthatā ekagrata. Then the mind is in calmness. Cittasyaikāgratā-pariṇāmaḥ. This is what happens. Now, the second aspect here is mind naturally oscillates. That is rising, falling, creating, disintegrating, all those kinds of things will be there. Mind, its natural quality is to oscillate between not two things. If it is only two things, it is fine. Multiple things. It keeps on oscillating. It keeps on rising. It keeps on falling. It keeps on. All these kinds of are there. So the sadhaka, the yogi, finds this repetitive, this falling, oscillation, gyration, it is very troublesome. So this gyration, this repetitive falling, rising, disintegrating, this is the obstruction for peace. It obstructs peace. Because, see, normally skeptics, they believe yoga is impossible. Because the mind cannot stop this fluctuation. It's very, 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 very difficult because it keeps on fluctuating between many things. Not one thing, many things. And then they keep on adding. Supposing if you remove a few of them, there are many things which keep adding to this like creation, oscillation, all those things. This is the nature of the mind. Now, let's see what does pranayama, how does it support this? Does it support or how? Pranayama is this breath regulation that will charge the system with prana, everything, all the mind, body, intellect, everything. It slows down distractions. Pranayama slows down distractions. When the prana charge dissipates, the mind tends to return to its normal oscillations. It will try to. Pranayama is very important. Except for yogis who have developed a siddha body. Now, role of dharana, concentration. So whatever we have discussed in our previous thing, all those aspects, all those things, they support this. To stabilize, the yogi must master dharana, that is sixth limb of that yoga. Yama, niyama, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, like this. Dharana links the mind to one consistent force while looking through attention. It links. Now, there is some technique of focus. You listen to the inner sound, that is nada, in the space of consciousness, that chidakasha, chit akasha, the space of consciousness. If you listen to that inner sound, it is said that it is often heard near the right ear. Simultaneously attending to a diffused light in front. You're listening to something here, and then your attention is on a dim light, a diffused light in front, not on any object, just subtle awareness, something like that. There's no object, something like that. While looking, relaxes. A diffused light mixed with mist appears. This is the technique of focus. Now, the next aspect, the sixth aspect perhaps is progress into Dhyana. With practice, the cloudy energy, lot of practice, the cloudy, it's not very clear, misty covering, it dissipates. Only pure light remains next. This marks mastery of Dhyana, the seventh stage. So, to clarify here, this is not about imagining deities or subtle forces. True yogic vision, that is Darshana, arises naturally in the Chidakasha, Chit Akasha, without imagination. Chit means in mind. Akasha is there in the mind, without imagination. Now, some more aspects here are, yoga means it is not about external worship. Yoga is not worshipping some deity, some Omkara mantra, some Bija mantra, not that. But it is about an inner discipline and overcoming psychological turbulence in the mind. That lot of turbulence, that you have to control it. There is consistency of awareness. The yoga or sadhaka's achievement is when śānta and udita states, śānta is calm down, udita is emerging. Like wave, this wave, ups and downs are there. When this śānta and kama udita, the śānta, calmness, and then udita, emerging states, look the same in awareness. When you are aware, this wave is flattened. So, here the spiritual vision, the yoga perception comes from removing coverings, not from imagination. Imagination is different. It's already there. You remove the cover, you get that spiritual vision. So some practical advice is distractions, particularly these days, social media, multitasking, make the mind oscillate. Keep on, say that, this. You keep on. Just you open your mobile and then start scrolling, You don't feel like living it at all. You keep on seeing something. You keep on seeing something interesting. The mind is distracted here. Breathing practices, added to that focused listening to sukshma nadas, subtle sounds, or even calm music, mantra, all these things, listening to these things can train stability. They can train stability. Consistency matters more than dramatic experiences. That is the takeaway here. So now, śāntoditayoho samanaha pratyayaha samadhehe dvaram. We can try to explain it in Sanskrit so that it will be easy to. Śāntoditayoho. When the thought is the same in calmness and emergence, it becomes the doorway to Samadhi. Dvaram. Samadhehe dvaram. Samanaha pratyayaha samadhehe dvaram. Kutaha śāntoditayoho. That is the thing. Cittasyaikāgratā-pariṇāmaḥ Ekagrata adharaha. What is the adhara for this foundation is stability of mind is the foundation. The mind should be stable so that you have one-pointedness. Nādashravanam prakāṣadarshanam cha cittasyaikāgratā-yaha sadhanam. Nādashravanam. You listen to the inner omkara, something in the mind. You are in a very calm and then totally pin drop silent place. There you listen to this inner sound and you see this diffused light, very faint light. There means to one-pointedness. Vikshepa kshaye prakāṣaha prakatate. Vikshepa kshaye. That means when distraction comes down, when distraction declines, vikshepa comes down, vikshepa kshaye, it is losing, the inner light reveals itself. This is how this sutra is to be understood. So, in simple terms, when your mind is the same during calm and chaos, you have touched the true focus. That is the essence of this sutra. Viewers, with this explanation on this sutra, we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite interesting. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, viewers, for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you.